Welcome everyone to another Bachata Rockstar Hearthstone video. New expansion is out. Gonna give you first thoughts, first impressions, and we're gonna take a look at this video right here, which is me watching the live reveal stream. I'm gonna pause it, talk about my reactions to cards, stuff like that, give you the first look, first analysis. Alrighty, here we go, baby. Let's do this. 47,000 people watching this shit. Wow.
And we are just dying to tell you what it's all about.
我们已经迫不及待地告诉大家相关内容啦。
That's me doing my very bad impression of lip syncing an Asian man. Wait for it.
Allow us to introduce Ben Brode and Jason Chase to tell you next
Love Ben Brode, man.
Hearthstone.
好，现在就让我们有请 Ben Brode and Jason Chase 给我们介绍关于《龙珠传说》下一个版本的内容。
My may not be able to speak it, but I can mime it pretty damn good. My impression of an Asian announcer guy getting super excited is the same thing as my impression of a Spanish dude casting a soccer game getting super excited. Goal! Hearthstone! Racist? Sure. Funny? Hell yeah.
Arch thief, because it's not architecture.
No, it's clearly Arch. Look, I mean, you have
Archbishop
of Canterbury, you have Archduke Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Well met. My name is Ben Brode.
And I'm Jason Chase.
That wasn't planned at all.
And we're here to announce Hearthstone's newest expansion coming this August.
That's right. Last time we were all together was when we announced the Journey to Ungoro. We're now midway through the Year of the Mammoth, and we're very excited to share with you guys where we're going next. So where are we going next?
Well, we put a graphic out before the Year of the Mammoth started detailing the whole year. We left some clues there for enterprising players to decipher our next expansion.
A lot of people would think they're going to Dalaran. A lot of people thought they were going to maybe something, not Karazhan, but some other magical city. I don't know. They were wrong.
A few of you guys thought we were going to go to Dalaran next. So, bro, are we going to Dalaran?
We're not going to Dalaran. We are going
Dalaran
to
sucks.
Northrend.
Dalaran.
Northrend is the frozen north of Azeroth. It's very cold. It's the
Green Bay,
home
Wisconsin.
of the undead scourge.
And if you're brave enough to make it all the way through the Scourge, at the very heart of Northrend sits Ice-Crowned Citadel. You can work your way up to the very top spire of Ice Crown.
Frozen Crown.
There sits the Frozen Throne. And sitting inside the Frozen Throne is the Lich King.
The Lich King is one of...
Lich King is ridiculous. Love it. Love the Lich King. So cool. Great expansion. So, really glad we're going. And it's about time. They've been teasing us that we were going to do this for a long time.
the most iconic and tragic figures in Warcraft history.
Super sad face
That was
emoji
kind of a
for
big
that
challenge
guy.
for us. How do we take a powerful, tragic, and very dark character like the Lich King and bring him into the fun, lighthearted, and whimsical world of Hearthstone?
So, we have an idea. What if, for Ice Crown in
Here's me
Hearthstone,
doing my terrible impression of Ben Brode.
what if everybody dies?
Everybody dies! What does that mean? Let's find out. What? What do you mean everybody dies? Do they all become zombies?
Always remember
Okay.
that power is a double-edged blade.
Okay.
One side light, the other dark.
Cool.
It calls to you when you are most desperate. When victory seems worth any sacrifice. There is a price to be paid for such a gift.
Ooh. Evil
Many
Jaina. I gotta admit, this
eagerly
cinematic is
accept the
spectacular.
bargain. The righteous and the meek may recoil at its cost.
Oh, sick.
But they have no vision. Power alone is not to be feared. Fear
Whoa. Everybody is a zombie. Knights of the Frozen.
Knights of the Frozen Throne!
Bad
That was
zombie time.
incredible. It's been forever since we've been talking about trying to make the trip to Northrend.
I'm so excited. The heroes of Hearthstone have turned into Death Knights.
And we're actually going to bring the magic of the Death Knights, the
Got it.
unholy power of the Death Knights, to all 9 classes.
Whoa.
And the way we're going to be doing that is we're introducing a new card type, the Hero card.
It's the first time we've ever done that. We've had minions, spells, and weapons, but this is the 4th card type, the Hero. Hero cards cost mana. They take the place of the hero you already have.
It's like Jiraxis.
They give you a little bit of bonus armor. They have a battle cry. And the kicker is, they give you a brand new hero power as well.
Nice. So obviously this kind of card actually has been there in Jiraxis, so they're going to have to really make these thematically better. What I do like about this, though, is it's going to have the class identities be even more defined, because each class is going to have their own hero. Each class is going to have their own quest. You can have a quest and a hero together now. That's really neat. Now you've got some really interesting combinations of cards that are going to be coming out. I'm very excited.
Let's take a look at our first hero card, Deathstalker Rexar. We'll have a battle cry that does.
So let's take a look at that. It's a 6 mana, give your hero 5 armor, and then keep your health. And it also has a battle cry that deals 2 damage to all enemy minions, and its hero power is really cool.
2 damage to all enemy minions. He'll bring out 5 additional armor for you, but most importantly, his hero power is going to change to Build a Beast. Bro, what does Build a Beast do?
Oh,
You get to craft a custom Zombeast, and that means you get to choose from one of 3 beasts, and then choose again from 3 different beasts, and then stitch them together into a horrible abomination. We combine the mana cost, the attack, the health, and the text boxes,
that is...
and you can do some really disgusting things when you jam 2 of these beasts together.
Wow. So, I have an issue with this. As cool as this sounds, here's the problem. You're paying 2 mana to then get a custom card, which is really cool. It's like 2 cards in 1. That's very powerful. However, you're getting the text together, which is really nice. You know, like in this case, he made a rat pack, and he made a gastropod. So that's pretty cool, right? It's a 5/4 rat pack with poisonous that when it dies will summon 5 1/1s. So that's really neat. And it costs 5 mana, which is fair for a card like that. I think, you know, that's really cool. Here's my problem. It actually costs 7 mana. And so that's the problem, is the card is not actually that impactful. You're paying mana to get a card into your hand, but what do you do? Now, his battle cry is great because, fingers crossed, it clears the board, or at least makes the board a little more manageable to deal with, you know, because he deals 2 damage across the board. But now you're just getting cards in your hand. You're just getting card advantage as a hunter. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know what kind of deck you're going to make for that. So, while this is really neat, I'm a little disappointed. Wow!
Rexar, one of the greatest hunters across all of Azeroth, and figuring out what happens when he harnesses the power of the undead and becomes a Death Knight to do amazing things with his beasts across the world. We also have a recurring theme of Death Rattle that you're going to see coming back with a lot of the minions.
Notice
What is one of our
he's turning
first Death Rattle?
slightly more and
Well,
more
pretty
blue.
neat.
I'll
I'm
give it
excited about the Shallow Gravedigger.
And the way she works is that she comes into play with a Death Rattle effect.
So,
When she dies, she'll bring a random Death Rattle minion into your hand.
We've got a lot of cool
Oh,
Death Rattle cards.
that's kinda
in the
cool.
set. In fact, the set's got a lot of death.
3
in
mana,
it,
3/1
but
that puts a
also
random
has
Death Rattle
little
minion
bit of
into your
life.
hand.
And there's a
Way
keyword
too slow.
in Knights of the Frozen Throne called Lifesteal.
But it's
Now, you
pretty
may
good
have
in
seen
the way
some
of
things
Maker's
like
deck.
Lifesteal before. The way Lifesteal works is that anytime a minion does damage with Lifesteal on it, you heal that amount of damage back to you as the hero. The
Well,
Chillblade
yeah.
Champion, for example, comes into play with Charge, but also Lifesteal. So every time he hits a minion or your opponent,
Oh,
you'll be
they
taking
got a
that
charge
health
minion
back
for
into your
Paladin.
hero.
Lifesteal's a great
4 mana, 3/2
keyword
charge
if
lifesteal.
you're trying to play a control
The right
Shallow Gravedigger.
And the way she works
go back, let's check
is that
that
she comes
card
into
out
play
and
with
do a
a
little
Death Rattle
analysis on it.
effect. When she dies, she'll bring a random Death Rattle minion into your hand.
We've got a lot of cool
Wow,
death rattle cards.
that's kinda cool.
In fact, the set's got a lot of death in it, but it also has a little bit of life. And there's a keyword in Knights of the Frozen Throne called Life Steal.
Now, you may have seen some things like Lifesteal before. The way Lifesteal works is that anytime a minion does damage with Lifesteal on it, you heal that amount of damage back to you as the hero. The Chillblade champion, for example, comes into play with Charge.
This is also called Lifelink in Magic. It's not that special, and honestly, it's not that good of an ability. It's cool on Wickerflame Burn Bristle because he has Taunt. And this guy's kind of cool because he has Charge, so you actually get healed for 3 immediately when you attack with him. And 4 mana, 3/2 Charge, that's not bad. Like, that's a pretty good card. I think I'd put in my deck, and I could see it going into like an aggro deck, but I can also see it going into like a control deck. So I actually like this card quite a bit. I don't know where it's gonna fit though. It's almost too utilitarian in a sense that yes, I could put it in any deck, but is it gonna make the cut in any deck? Who knows? I like that they're finally printing a charge minion again, and they're keeping it in Paladin. So they're trying really hard not to make neutral charge minions anymore, but I'm glad that they're still willing to print a charge minion. So that's kind of nice. And like I said, Lifesteal's been around. So if you think about it, this is a 4 mana 3/2 with charge, heal for 3. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll take it, but 4 mana. Paladin's got a lot of 4 mana cards, and it's going to be tough to find a slot for this.
But also Lifesteal, so every time he hits a minion or your opponent...
Oh, okay, anyway, let's move on.
Along the way, you'll encounter 8 bosses that will be a great challenge. These will actually be harder missions than any of the missions you've seen before as you've been playing Hearthstone.
Did I miss a card? Charge minion for Paladin. I did miss a card. Spirit
Deal,
Lash.
back to your hero.
Okay, so this is another example of Lifesteal. It's 2 mana. It's a priest card, so it's the Maelstrom Portal for priest, which is great because they actually really needed an early AoE. It's awesome with the Radiant Elemental. You can play 2 Radiant Elementals and play this, and boom, and then heal yourself back up for a ton. Really awesome card. It only deals it to minions though, so like I said, you don't get the 1-drop minion, but you do get the life gain, which is more of a priest thing. It's just another way for priests to heal up, stay alive. Fantastic card, really great thematically. I love it.
Imagine a board with 14 minions. That's 14 health.
No, it's incredible.
This is
And
not
it wouldn't
new.
be Hearthstone.
Oh, it deals it
without
to
a few
all minions.
Additional surprises.
But it's neat
one more
that
card
it's
we
a
want to
part
share
of
with
all
you
this
guys
stuff.
today.
Maybe you do that and then you do Holy Nova.
And the way that Prince Keleseth works is going to come into play with a battle cry that if you have no other 2-cost cards in your deck at all, he'll buff every single other minion that's waiting for you in your deck with +1/+1.
So obviously that's really good if you get it on turn 2, but you can't have any other 2-cost cards in your deck. Why would I play that? And it buffs all my other minions in my deck, so not the ones in my hand, which means it's worse than a Mistcaller. This card is garbage. I'm not going to play that.
This card seems crazy.
It is crazy. I don't know what we were thinking.
I don't know either. Just seen lots of awesome stuff, tons of new cards. We've got even more to come.
So, with Knights of the Frozen Throne, you'll be climbing to the very top spire of Icecrown Citadel. Along the way, you'll encounter 8 bosses that will be a great challenge. These will actually be harder missions than any of the missions you've seen before as you've been playing Hearthstone. And all of the missions that you'll see this time will be free.
And if you played through World of Warcraft's Icecrown Citadel,
Neat.
you'll remember a lot of the characters like Blood Queen Lanethel, Syndragosa, Lord Marrogar.
Our hands at least for...
And we can't
See,
wait
it turns
to
into
share
an ice
the
dude.
set with you when it comes out next month.
Thanks to all of you for
Ben
joining
Broder's
us here
like,
today,
"What's wrong
and
with
we'll
this
see
guy?"
you online.
All right, there you go. So that's my analysis on the cards. That's the first reveal. Glad you guys liked it. Thank you for joining me. Keep learning, keep rocking. Rockstar, see you later. Get ready, new expansion hype. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos, you can see the most recent videos here. You can see a recommended playlist here. And if you want to subscribe, you go right here. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep rocking, and the Rockstar will see you later.